God bless football. Billy Gill.
God bless football, Mikey, eh?
God bless football, Fuentes.
God bless football, Stugotz.
July.
Well, technically June. I guess.
Yeah, it's June.
June, headed into July. It's that time again. But Billy made a very astute point that once hockey is over, it does not take these websites long to just flip to football.
Yeah, everything's football already.
It probably was already, right?
Yeah.
You tracking these things? Or
I mean, I look and then I see like, oh, this is a lot easier to find than it was before. And like, it's not like hockey's over. I guess it's just because we're getting up to minicamp time because I like, respectfully, and I say this as the home of the Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah.
How many people care about hockey?
It's a great question. I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot, though.
Enough. But
The ones that do care a lot.
Yeah,
They really care. The ones who care. Like Roy, he really cares a lot.
yeah, if
know?
you care, you care.
Right. If you that's put it on the poll. If you care, do you care?
Mm-hmm.
But I think Billy's right about that. I think Canada they care about hockey the way we care about football. Like somewhere, someone in Canada is doing God bless hockey. No?
Yeah, well, care less because
Should be us.
Canada hasn't won a cup in 30 plus years.
We're sitting here saying how much we hate hockey, and you want to do a show called God Bless Hockey? I'm in.
Yeah, because we care about football, but we did God bless football.
That's true.
That's a very good point. I missed last week. I was told that a new segment was debuted last week. I'm upset that I missed it. It was Billy's Story of the Week. Do you have another story this week? Are we doing it again this week?
Yes, I do actually. So we had a new segment debuted, Billy's Story of the Week, and then each week there's that I remember to do it. That was a very key phrase. Every week I remember to do a story of the week. There will be a story of the week, and then at the end of the month, when I've done multiple stories of the week, there will be a story of the month.
Oh wow!
And that story will win a big prize.
So you're taking all the stories 4 weeks in a month. So we're taking the 4 stories.
Well, if I remember,
if
to do
you
it 4
remember,
times, yes.
right? It could be 1, it could be 4.
Yes.
If it's 1, it will be an easy decision, story of the month. But if you go 4, we will take those 4 and we will decide which one is the story of the month, or you will decide.
Let's get to let's finish out a month and then we can figure out how it works
We got
out.
the election
Let's
coming
get
up.
2.
Yeah,
Let's get
exactly
2
right.
before
We
we
can
start
vote.
worrying about it.
In fact, wait, hold on a second, because I'm now just realizing, and I'm glad you brought this up, and we could have done this off air, but I'm glad we're doing it here so that the audience understands this too.
June, July.
This is exactly right. This is going to be our last episode in June. So do we decide the story of the month in June today or next week?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh.
Has to be today.
Okay, why don't we do this? I'll give you my story of the week early on, and then at the end of the episode, we can think about it as we're doing the episode, and then at the end, we can reveal Billy's story of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, big reveal and
So
a big prize.
I don't have last week's story. I'm not armed with that information.
Okay, so I'll give you
Okay.
just a little, since you missed it.
A
this is-
refresher for me and Mikey A. too.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And the audience, in case you missed last
So
week's
just so we're
episode.
clear, you're going to give me, because I missed last week, you're going to give me last week's story of the week. Then you'll do another story of the week. And then at the end, we're going to choose the story of the month.
At the end of the episode, we can
Got
choose
it.
the story of the month. I'm just going to
Okay.
quickly tell you how it worked. So we've already set it up. Last week's inaugural Billy's Story of the Week came from Baton Rouge.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Les Miles, former head coach of LSU,
Yep.
is suing LSU because LSU agreed to vacate 37 wins over improper benefits paid to a former player family member, something along those lines. The wins were from 2012 to 2015. As a result of the 37 wins being vacated, Les Miles' win percentage went from above 600 to below 600, making him ineligible for the College Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, man.
So Les Miles is suing, saying that they are
man.
doing damage to him
Right.
by not having him be eligible for the College Football Hall of Fame, which he may have not gotten into anyways, but he's now no longer eligible to be on the ballot because as a coach, you have to have a 600 or above win percentage, and now it's below that because of the vacated wins.
Okay, I didn't know that you had to have a 600 winning percentage to make the College Football Hall of Fame. That's
Yes.
actually pretty interesting. I think Les Miles would have gotten into the Hall of Fame, won a national championship, and had the winning percentage of over 600. And now he is suing LSU. Now, were these infractions? Did Did they happen while Les Miles was in charge?
They did, and the issue.
Sue himself.
Well,
I mean,
so he said he wasn't interviewed for the investigation. No one reached out to him, so he wasn't part of the process. So they agreed to vacate the wins without him being part of this process at all. Also, I'll tell you this: another person who had win percentage over 600, and you guys can fact check me on this. Howard Schnellenberger also had a situation where his win percentage was over 600. He was eligible for the College Football Hall of Fame because of his time down in Miami. Then, as a result of kind of building up Louisville and building up FAU, his win percentage dipped below 600.
I don't like that.
So he was ineligible for the College Football Hall of Fame.
I don't like that. You have a coach who built something at Miami, one of the great coaches of all time, and then he takes a couple of chances at some smaller schools, tries to build those schools up, and now he can't get in.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point of taking chances in life?
We had someone look up Les Miles. I believe Les Miles needs to win like three out of four games. Okay, 2 wins. If he wins two more games, he gets it back over 600.
Is he coaching right now?
No, he's not. Then we were talking about where can he call to get those 2 wins. So anyways, You're all caught up. Now you know how the story of the week works.
I feel like Les Miles can call just about any school, like, middling school, and probably get a job.
That's
right?
what I said too, but then the problem
But you
is...
got to win.
You gotta win.
Yeah.
I understand that, but so where would you choose?
But that's the thing. It's tough. Like,
You pick a school
Right.
that's desperate for a coach or attention or whatever, but they need 2 cupcakes to start the season. So you get the 2 wins, and then he bounces.
Then he bolts?
Yeah.
and be good enough to beat said teams.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because
Right,
he can't lose, because then it goes even further down.
But it has to be a school that's enamored with the idea of, hey, we're going to get Les Miles, like UCF.
Okay.
No.
But would they get
Nah, I
rid?
guess
Would,
not.
would they get rid of who they got for him?
Exactly.
I don't know. How about USF, South Florida?
I don't think they're any good.
Yeah, you have to
That's a
look at
problem.
their
They're not good
schedule.
enough to get 2 wins. He's got to get 2 wins and get the hell out.
Yes, basically. Yeah.
USF's right around the caliber of school that like they may be in the traveling the first 2 weeks of the season.
The problem is that
For
USF
a
is
paycheck.
USF is the team that gets put on school schedules.
That's what I'm
so they
saying.
get the shit kicked out of them.
That's potentially
they are the tune-up school.
I'm pretty certain USF had a lead at halftime against Alabama last year. It was the craziest game I'd ever seen.
All right, so USF is okay. Well, here's the problem. USF starts the season hosting BCU, which is Bethune-Cookman.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's one. That's one. Okay.
Thank you.
That's one.
I thought you added an extra one to BC.
I thought you said Boston College. Yeah, I was like, oh man, no.
I know.
I was like, the Eagles?
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough game.
Well, hold on. Here's the problem with USF. Week 2, Alabama.
Okay. So he has to
Had a lead
Go
at
there.
halftime.
Get him
last
early.
year.
Go there.
Get him early without saving.
New coach.
So he has to get the Bethune-Cookman win.
Or he gets into Bethune-Cookman, resigns.
Yes.
Gets that win, resigns.
1-0.
Heads to another
Yes.
heads to another school
Next
after
year,
that.
next year,
You're
follow
making this a
Bethune-Cookman.
2-year project.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
knock it out in 2 weeks.
You want the Hall of Fame or not?
That's the thing.
How badly do you want it, Les?
So anyway, that was Billy's story of the week last week.
Can you look up Colorado State? Just the schedule. I feel like they would take him as their head coach. He can get 2 wins and get out of there and have this done wrapped up in 2 weeks.
First
and he's
game.
back in the hall. By the way,
First game at Texas.
oh, that's a loss.
Damn it.
But
Harder than we think, I'm telling you.
But hold on, week 2 at Northern Colorado, so we could do a USF and then a Colorado State world tour.
The rare midweek hire.
Who's week 3?
Colorado. That could go either way.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know how
thinking
you
maybe
feel
if you
about
take a
Dion
loss-
this year.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
Did you guys see the story? This isn't Billy's story of the week or month, but this is just a story that came out. Did you see that Dion made the Colorado Buffaloes go to his son's rap show, and that kind of sealed the deal on a lot of them deciding, you know what, I think I'm leaving this program because it was mandatory for the team to go to see his son perform.
He made it mandatory?
Yeah, he made it mandatory. So then a
Really?
lot of people were like, that's final straw. I'm
Yikes.
transferring out.
Yeah. Not good.
Anyways, that's how the game works.
Okay.
How do you feel about this segment?
I love the segment.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out the score. And Les Miles should be upset. He really should. I understand these infractions happened while he was in charge, but the fact that LSU, what they decided without asking him, without including him in this discussion, they decided, hey, Les, you're not going to the Hall of Fame. Les should have a say in that.
No, I don't think they were considering any of those
Oh, they were.
consequences when they made the decision to vacate the wins.
I'm pretty certain they enjoyed the national championship while it was happening when Les was there.
Well, they did.
He deserves better.
They didn't vacate a national championship.
I know, but they vacated wins that keep him out of the Hall of Fame. I mean, listen, I would love to be a lawyer to represent Les Miles. It seems like a slam dunk case. It doesn't.
But what's the outcome that he gets? They get the win. They're not going to get the wins put back on. So he must be like a monetary thing. Right?
Can we have Carl Douglas on next week to see
seriously.
how he would defend this?
That's a good question.
What are the consequences? Like,
Sounds like
they're
Billy's
not gonna
story
wins
of
back.
the week is going to drag out 3 weeks.
Of the decade.
Front runner here.
Yeah.
This segment may have been too good.
You started too strong. I don't think we'll get another story like this.
Well, okay, good question. What is the story of this week, you ask? This week's Billy's story of the week.
Okay.
Coming soon to a television near you.
Yeah.
Holiday touchdown, a Chiefs love story.
What?
The Chiefs and the Hallmark Channel have made an agreement to have a Chiefs football-themed holiday movie made this season.
Why?
I'm assuming this is a Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing. Let's get the attention. And the Chiefs have, I guess, given permission to the Hallmark Channel to use their team and their likeness and their logos and everything. So, Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story, coming soon to the Hallmark Channel.
Wow. They're getting married, huh?
We talked about this last week. Also, you also missed this actually last week because we had
More Mikely.
Mikely.
Sorry, I missed last week.
Yeah, it was a
hell
big
of a week.
episode.
Yeah.
Big episode.
Damn.
You also missed Cher Bear
What?
and Brandon Seiler.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
haven't spoken to Siler since week 1 of last
He
year.
actually had a really good story if you want to go back and listen to it.
Story of the week?
No, so
Siler's story of the week.
he jumped off a yacht and lost his national championship ring. And
Right.
then, like, to get it replaced, you have to ask the university permission. So they give you a code.
Yes.
So then he called the company, gave them the code, and found out that that was for unlimited ring replacements. So he bought a bunch in case he lost it again.
Okay, I have a question though.
And he gave Cher Bear one of the rings
But
for his
I was-
birthday,
yeah.
but took it back.
Yeah. Yeah, he only let him have
He
it for
gives
the
them
day.
to
same night.
people for their birthday
For the
and
day.
then takes them back and holds them.
So for their birthday, they can wear a ring just for the day.
But no, he promised Cher Bear that he gave him the ring as a gift for his birthday. But then he said, "I guess
You're
you're tipsy or
irresponsible."
whatever. I'm gonna take it back and hold on to it for you," and never gave it back to him.
Give it back to the guy who lost it.
Yeah, exactly right.
Classic Siler.
And he was holding his pickleball paddles for hostage. It was a crazy episode. Anyways, you missed a lot.
I'm upset I missed it.
Yeah.
I really am. So what are we doing now? You told your story.
Well, that's it. Those are 2 stories. At the end of the episode, we'll find out, did Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story, knock out Les Miles suing LSU as the story of the month?
So do you have a vote here, or is it just me, Mikey A, and Fuentes? Because I feel like you need 3 here to decide.
I'll sit it out. I don't care. You guys can vote.
All right.
But we're doing this.
I have a question.
Really breaking this
Is Andy
down.
Reid going to play Santa Claus? Because if Andy Reid plays Santa Claus, changes my whole outlook on
You
the
would
movie.
think that there should be at least one Chief cameo, right? Oh, how about this? Let's play a game. Which Chief would make a cameo in this movie? They're not going to get Patrick Mahomes.
How do you know? It's
Well,
Hallmark.
if Travis asks Patrick, then they'll get him.
No, Travis is not in the movie.
I understand. Well, he is.
He is. Yeah.
He
Come on.
really is.
Yeah, he is.
It's his movie.
Okay.
I mean,
His love story.
I seen Andy Reid in those commercials. He's got acting chops.
How about our boy Spags?
Play Santa Claus? Come on.
Thanks.
No, Mikey, you're onto something. Mikey's onto something.
Spags, Billy's in
Spags,
Spags.
Spags, yeah.
What would he do, though?
I don't know.
He's the angry stepdad that's
Play
waiting for his
defense
kids.
against them getting married?
He's the kids' football coach.
I miss Spags.
I do too. I was just thinking about that. We had so much fun with him last time he was on. Showed up as his draft board by
And
accident.
his draft
That's right, the
board.
draft board behind him.
Billy's going to laugh at me. He's going to get mad at me. He's going to roll his eyes. Spags invited me and you to a day at Chiefs training camp.
That's not true.
I swear, Billy.
That-
I
that-
promise.
yeah, but Stugotz, here's the thing.
I didn't say yes, Billy. I'm
You
just
know-
telling you.
Have you ever heard the story of the boy who
Not a
cried
chance.
wolf?
No.
Okay. Well, long story short,
You saw a wolf and he cried? I mean,
well, he lied about it a number of times, and every time he said wolf, wolf, the townspeople would come to save him, and there was no wolf. He was just doing it for attention because he was bored. And at the end of the story, spoiler alert, there was a wolf, and he was crying wolf, wolf, and no one came to save him, and a wolf ate like all the sheep or ate him or something. I don't remember exactly how it ended. Wolf ate a bunch
Depends
of
on the
things.
book.
Exactly right. You know what I learned is the Three Little Pigs also, depending on where you read it, has quite gruesome endings. Depending on where you read the story, there's lots of versions of these kids' fairy tales that have really dark turns.
are you saying depending on where you read the story or when you read the story?
No, where you read the
So
story.
why is it different in different places?
I don't know. I guess it's like one of those like public domain stories now or whatever. So like anyone can do it. So like there's versions of the story where the wolf can't get into the brick house. Right at the end, the house made of bricks. So there's a house made of hay, the house made of sticks or wood or whatever. And then there's the house made of bricks. He can't get in that house. And then the wolf, on some versions of the story, will go down the chimney to try to get into the house of the Three Little Pigs. And once he tries to go down the chimney, they have some water boiling in the chimney. And in some versions, the wolf will, burn his backside and then hop up the chimney, run away, never to be seen from again. In other, more gruesome versions of the story, and if you have children, maybe turn away for a moment, they cook the wolf and then eat him.
Yep.
Quite gruesome.
Those are two vastly different stories.
They are vastly different stories, and we're on a very big I want to read the Three Little Pigs thing before bedtime now.
Right.
And
which one to read?
I have
check the ending.
I had exactly right. I had like a physical copy of it that we like checked out of the library, and that's how we kind of got on this kick. But then we returned the book, so then I just like on my phone very quickly Google like Three Little Pigs story, right? And then like they'll have pictures, some will, some won't. And I'm like live editing what's happening on this story as I'm going ahead. I'm like, no,
You're changing the ending.
Yeah, I'm like not gonna read that part. Nope.
You're improvising on the fly.
Exactly right. I'm changing words. I'm saying, you know what? We don't need to know that. Let's just ran away happily ever after. The end.
Daddy, what's in that pot?
No, every time
I have Billy coming down with a book. It's Billy's story of the week.
Every time the cauldron makes an appearance, the wolf just burns his butt, and then we make a funny sound like, and then he went ooh ooh ooh, and then he ran away, and that's how I try to clean up the ending. Still leading to nightmares. So anyway.
All right. Well, we have a Fuentes top 5. We'll determine Billy's story of the month coming up towards the end of the show.
Well, so back to the boy who cried wolf. Spags did not invite us to Chiefs training camp. I don't believe that story because you've told so many fake wolf stories in the past.
Spags.
What? And we're back.
We are.
Why do you laugh like a little kid that's misbehaving at school?
Because I am. Misbehaving.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I don't know.
We delay the start of the show because you want to just be laughing with Mikey A in the break.
I mean, Fuentes was wearing us out with a story.
Well, okay, so we have a lot. Mike Fuentes,
Not for air story. Not for air story.
that was another story.
Billy, you've known me for nearly 20 years now. Are you waking up and just hoping every single day, man, this is the day that Stugotz is going to grow up?
No, I've given up on that.
All right, good.
I wake up and I'm like, oof.
Yeah. Same.
Anyway, so Stugotz, I have big news for you.
You do?
Yeah, we have a game of More Mikely we can get to. That's not the big news.
Oh.
You have a game that you want to debut today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Fuentes has 5 stories that are not being talked about enough in the NFL that he just stole from the NFL.com.
He also has a top 5, yes.
And a top 5, yeah.
Yes, he wasn't trying to steal them from NFL.com.
I'm doing this guy a favor. Like,
Yeah,
now people see these
right.
articles.
He's upset that people aren't talking about these stories.
Eric Edholm's really upset.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways. So I have a surprise just for you.
Okay, great.
Guess what?
What?
Zach Wilson,
Yeah.
new haircut.
Get out of here. Let me see it.
Let's see.
I am terrified this guy is he's gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. Oh, that's
He
terrible.
looks like a quarterback now.
No, he does. That's terrible, that haircut.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like Mike, you like it?
Looks like Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert's
Justin
biggest.
Herbert.
Yeah, but he doesn't throw like Justin Herbert.
Well, Justin Herbert's
Now he's
biggest.
got the hair.
If you remember when Justin Herbert shaved his head, that was, I think we called it the worst thing that he could have done to his career.
I had totally forgot that he did that.
Yeah, he shaved his
Wow, I
head. He
remember.
looked,
Now
he
that
looked
you said it.
terrible, and I don't know that his career has come back since then.
I have a question for Mikey A. More concerned about Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold coming back to haunt us?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, it's gonna
Sam
happen.
Darnold's gonna come back
It's gonna
to office.
happen. Yeah.
With Kevin O'Connell.
And Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
You could.
that's going to happen.
You're going to Mikey A. You could have just very easily said, which is more likely? Who's more likely to come back and haunt us? And then had both of them. And Mikey could have.
That might have been one of them.
I'm sorry.
That's the jump off.
Because guess what? Mikey A. never gets to play more Mikely because he's always the host, and it would have been a nice treat for him to play.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's play it
Fuentes
right.
could help me out.
Let's
He's
play
like-
it right now.
Oh.
Let's play it right now. We'll get to your top 5 stories that no one's talking about that you stole from NFL.com. We'll get to your top 5. We'll get to I wouldn't be surprised if. But let's play unlikely.
More Mikely.
Sorry.
Yeah, get it right.
All right. The Stanley Cup is in South Florida.
Yeah.
So which trophy is more likely to come to Florida next? The Lombardi or the College Football Playoff National Championship trophy?
Lombardi.
Lombardi.
Yeah, Lombardi.
I mean, Canes or Dolphins?
No, Florida. It could be any Florida team.
Oh, any
I said
Florida
Florida.
team. Florida State? No.
Lombardi still.
University of Florida.
UCF, USF.
They're never. I mean, we have expanded playoffs now.
With less miles at the helm, you never know.
Right. We do have expanded playoffs. I'll say the NFL. I'll say
I
Lombardi.
say Lombardi too.
Yeah, Lombardi.
And I'm not saying it as someone that thinks it's coming
Clean sweep.
anytime soon.
No, but it has a better chance.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dolphins are there. Like
Yes.
Baker could put it together.
But college also, like, you just need, especially with the transfer portal, like, you just need a year.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
true,
you need
yeah.
one
You're
season.
right.
NFL is more of a tricky rebuild.
I can't imagine Miami, Florida State. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's so hard to win the Super Bowl. Billy's going to change my mind.
It just takes one season to rebuild in college.
You're right. It does.
You get the right
Get
donor.
the right transfer.
You get
Yeah.
one big transfer and boom. Like Syracuse, I am telling you right now, Syracuse is going to be Billy.
No.
They got a quarterback they don't normally get. He transferred from Ohio State. He was their starting quarterback last year. That guy never goes to Syracuse. And now he's at Syracuse because they offered him more money. I mean, to your point, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's next?
Wait, so did you change?
No, Lombardi.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. What are you more likely to be watching this holiday season? Holiday touchdown on the Hallmark Channel or a meaningless game between the Panthers and Cardinals?
That whole Chiefs thing sounded interesting.
Yeah, it really did. I want to see if Andy Reid shows up. Where's Spags in it? You know,
Spags.
Is he Spags in it? Yeah, I want to see now.
All right. Hold on a second.
Maybe he's in there. You know?
What are the choices again?
Cardinals Panthers game or the Hallmark Channel movie with the Chiefs?
I'm going to say Cardinals and Panthers only because I can't bet on the movie.
Cardinals play at Panthers December
Right.
22nd, so it's right. It's like days.
Oh, I did
before
my
Christmas.
research for
Yeah,
this. I
like
did my
this
research
is
for
prime. Like, let me get in the holiday spirit. Last
Right.
minute things. Maybe we're making some holiday cookies or something at the time.
Sure.
Last minute shopping.
Right.
Maybe we're delayed on putting up a tree or decorations of some sort. So like, you're looking for the holiday music. You're looking for the holiday movies at this time.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going movie. I'm going to go with the movie, I think.
Again, I can't bet on the movie. I'm certain I could bet on the movie. Well, no, I can't bet on the movie.
Hold on.
That'd be amazing.
I'll take a
Let
bet.
Spags show
I'll
up.
take a bet.
Hold on.
Andy Reid makes an appearance at plus 200.
Plus 300, yeah.
Right.
Okay. I have a question.
Spags marries Taylor Swift.
So this game, the 22nd, is a Sunday. We're ruling out red zone. Red zone's not an option. I'm in a home that only has this game and the holiday movie, right?
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Sure.
All right, holiday movie.
Well, that's how you have to play it. Not sure. It's a Sunday, right? There's other games.
It's a Sunday. Yeah, because you have red zone, you have the whole Sunday slate. But if it's just watch that game or the movie.
I mean, the strange thing, the great thing about the NFL is that that game could mean something. We have no idea.
Yeah,
Carolina
maybe.
could be good. Arizona could be good. Unlikely. Unlikely, excuse me. But they could be good. And so that's the beauty of the NFL. I'm taking the game. I'm
Yeah,
going
same game.
If it was Die Hard, that'd be a
No, I
different
didn't go to the
story.
game. I went movie.
I'm going
You
game.
went movie.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry, I
going
What,
wasn't
Des?
listening.
I'm going to say, ask me after my fantasy draft.
What?
What?
Because if I end up with Kyler Murray or like
Oh.
Marvin
Boo.
That's
Harrison
not the
Jr.
game.
I know.
Boo.
Hallmark movie. Oof.
Yeah.
Probably the game.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah.
The game. Game.
Game.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, next.
One more?
That's a big week of games.
It is.
And the holiday movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big week for both.
Big week for entertainment.
Honestly, I said that's a big week for games, just scrambling, looking at the schedule, and I haven't seen a great
Not a lot of
game.
good
There's
games.
not a lot of great games. That day in particular is not a
that you
ton of
know
good
of.
ones.
Not that you know of.
Yeah, that's
there
true.
could be plenty of big
Well,
games that week.
49ers are at the Dolphins that
Right.
day.
Here's what I'm saying, Billy. You don't know if those games are going to be big or not. You know what movies they're trotting out there. I mean, it's Home Alone and Die Hard.
Yeah. So,
Every week.
Right. All right, one more, Mikey.
More likely to have a better season on his new team, Saquon Barkley or Josh Jacobs?
Wow. Barkley with the Eagles. Where's Jacobs?
Jacob with the Packers.
I was about to say I have no idea where Josh Jacobs
Did you
plays.
notice the pause there? I was hoping someone would say something.
I was trying to
Yeah.
like sneak it into your ear.
Packers.
Wait, but here's the question. Who else is with the Packers? What other running backs are still with the
Nobody.
Packers? They got rid of all of them.
Where'd AJ?
AJ Dillon, I believe,
Where'd he go?
left, right?
Quadzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I need to know if AJ.
AJ's there. Josh Jacobs,
Oh, he
AJ,
resigned?
Marshawn Lloyd, Emmanuel Wilson.
Okay. So Jacobs or Saquon with the Eagles. I'm going to say Jacobs.
Jordan Love got engaged. God bless Love.
He loves love.
I don't know.
She loves love.
She loves love.
She loves love.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the matter?
And soon she's going to be love.
Well, hold on. We got to follow Billy down this path here.
No, it's fine.
No. You seem to have some questions and concerns about this. What's going on?
25 is a bit young.
I agree with you.
In my opinion.
agree.
Tua got married in secret, remember, like a year ago.
Yeah.
How old was he then?
Where did Jordan Love go to school?
Utah State.
Is he Mormon?
What?
I'm just asking. It's a good question.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Is this like a high school sweet?
So are you concerned that he's getting married too early? Or are you concerned that marriage might take his eye off the prize, which is football?
Well, I mean, it's
The real price.
Right.
Well,
The Lombardi.
we're all not just that.
He's the
got-
Green Bay quarterback.
Yeah, but we have also big contracts coming up for Jordan Love.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's stay focused. We just had a great year. Wedding planning takes up a lot of time and focus and attention. You don't want that. You don't want those added stresses when you're headed into a big contract.
Right.
If love's love, it'll be there, right? You
I
wait a
agree
little
with you.
bit.
Love will wait.
Exactly
Yes.
right.
It's like Austin Eckler. I mean, he played 7-8 seasons before he decided to get married. Kept his eye on the prize.
That's right.
Yep.
And he went to Washington because it didn't work out, but that's fine.
But that's where the prize was.
Yeah.
In Washington.
yeah, I guess.
The new prize. Yeah. Yes.
Anyway,
So Josh Jacobs. Got it.
Jacobs.
yeah, sure.
You don't share Billy's concern about Jordan Love getting married this early? I mean,
Of course I do. I would scream, don't do it.
How old were you when you got married, Mikey?
It was 30.
Okay.
I think that's the right age. How old were you?
Quick math. I think I was 32, 33.
Huh.
32, I think.
Played the field, huh? You really took your time.
I mean, I wasn't exactly financially stable. This isn't the best industry.
Yeah, that's
You don't say.
I mean, and kids later than
my
I thought
anniversary
when I was a
tomorrow.
child.
Going out for a nice pizza.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Not
New
the
York-
whole, not the whole pie.
New York style?
No,
Stugotz, treat him to the whole pie,
can't
man.
afford that.
I'll buy you a pie.
There you go.
Dinner's on me, Mike.
Wow, don't say
Thank
that.
you.
That's on me.
Dinner's on you.
Dinner's on me.
Go splurge, Mikey.
Go wherever you want,
Come
Mikey.
Splurge. Get the clams on your
Appreciate
pizza.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go?
Get some garlic rolls.
I don't know. Now
You're
the
changing
world
plans.
has opened up to me. The world has opened up to me.
He's like, how far is Boston? What is the
Connecticut. You don't think I could go big here?
I know. No. Well, you can. You can. How far are you from Westport?
Close enough.
I've never had a meal less than $500 in that goddamn town.
Oh.
Jesus. No, Westport, Billy. I mean, it's, oh, God. It's where Hal's from, Wingo. Greenwich, Connecticut. Billy,
Sims's house.
I have a question for you. Right, but not the gated one. Sims is the only one.
Chris Sims telling us this,
Lives next to Adam Silver.
woe is me story of I have the smallest house without a gate, but also my neighbor's 3 blocks away from me is the craziest story.
And the neighbor is Adam Silver.
It's the craziest thing. Like, you go trick-or-treating at your house, like, no, the houses are too far apart, but don't worry, I have the smallest one. It's like, okay, Chris, feel bad for you, buddy. Get out of here. I miss him.
Oh, so do I, so much. Oh my God, that is so funny, Chris Sims.
Just the way he's telling
Oh,
the
guys, I
story.
don't have a gate
Yeah. Okay, Chris.
around my mansion. Billy, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Tua or Dak?
Haven't we played this game a bunch?
I feel like I've heard this before.
I'm just wondering.
I feel like I'm committed to Tua at this point.
You have to be. You're entrenched.
Yeah, I'm committed to him.
Holy shit, guys! There's a reason they're not signing that guy
Well, they
like,
don't want to
hello?
pay. They don't want to pay him $50 million
because they don't think he's good enough, or he's worth $50 million. Plus, they can get Dak next year.
For 60.
I think that's probably more of the reason than they don't believe in him. They probably think they can get an upgrade.
They can.
Yeah, because let me tell you,
No, this guy.
Trevor Lawrence for that much money is asinine.
This quarterback, the player never has the leverage, or rarely does.
Adam Schefter
Jerry
told us he
botched
did.
this. He has all the leverage.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if. Next. I lied. I wouldn't be surprised if we'll be in the last segment.
Wolf.
I wouldn't be surprised if you lied.
Well played, Mikey. Jackass. Spags.
Yeah, exactly.
Spags.
That was good.
We have a lot to get to, though. Fuentes is a top 5, but more importantly, someone on NFL.com is very upset that we're not discussing 5 stories.
Yes.
Fuentes, do you have those stories available?
Yes, Eric Edholm of the NFL.com says there's 5 stories that no one's talked about enough. We'll start with number 5. It's the new kickoff rules.
So these are stories no one's talking about, according to this guy at NFL.com.
He says they're not getting enough attention.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one's the new kickoff rules, and he says that...
Who is he?
and he says the new rule change this offseason, it's very stark and dramatic. It will absolutely impact games. He said that all the kickoff return numbers, the averages over the past 4 seasons have been about 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. Last year, only 587 return yards and 4 touchdowns.
I'll worry about that week 1 or week 2 when I get upset.
Right.
I can't spend my offseason worrying about kickoff rules.
So this guy is right. This is a story no one's talking about.
Yeah, but he's wrong in thinking more people should. We'll talk about this when the season gets here. This is not important right now. Eric, go to the beach.
Get a hobby.
Hold on. What percentage of football fans are going to turn on their TV week 1 and go, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? In Eric's defense, you're right, Mikey. Hey, he's trying to shed some light on it right now, right? So you're aware, yes.
Well, and what percentage of those households is there going to be the person that's like, I know all the rules, and then tries to explain them and realize doesn't know the rules?
And then Justin Fields is there returning kickoffs, and we're like, what the hell?
Did you see that Madden put out a preview for their new Madden and Fields was returning kickoffs in the preview?
Oh my God.
They had in the trailer Justin Fields returning kickoffs.
That's fantastic.
All right,
Russell Wilson slipped somebody $100 to do that.
What's number 4 here?
Number 4 is Anthony Richardson's health.
I feel like people are talking about that.
I haven't really heard a lot about it, but you know, who told him don't get hit so much?
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, don't get hit so much.
You know who's backing him up?
Was it Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, it's
Trevor Lawrence. That makes sense because I'm like Joe
Yeah.
Flacco doesn't run anywhere.
Right. Why would Joe Flacco
Flacco ain't running anywhere.
Right, but Joe Flacco's his backup now. In the event that he gets hurt,
He's telling
Richardson.
him, "Hey, don't please."
I listen, Richardson. What a talent! If he could stay healthy and stop running, he's going to be great.
Thing is, he doesn't really have much other than that right now.
Well, he's got a cannon for an arm.
but inaccurate. You know,
True.
It's tough. But
Was it his throwing shoulder or his other shoulder he injured? Throwing shoulder, then we should be more concerned about him. We should be talking about his injury.
Yes.
It just says here that it was recently surgically repaired. I don't think it was his throwing shoulder.
We're fine. Eric, go to the beach.
Get a hobby. What's next?
Moving on to number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sustained an injury to his AC joint in his right throwing shoulder.
throwing
we
Eric,
should be
come
talking about it.
back from the beach, Eric. We got something to talk about.
Yep,
please.
ditch all your
Come
hobbies.
back, Eric. Tell the family we can't go. Not a beach day. We got to talk about Anthony Richardson's shoulder. Right after we talk about the kicking.
Yeah, yes. But if he stays healthy, Richardson, watch out for the Colts. Huh? How's that for analysis? Anyway, number 3.
Number 3, Daniel Jones and Drew Lock.
No.
I think we're all right.
Listen,
Mikey heard it.
I haven't
Daniel
spent
Jones like I'm okay.
There's not a single day in my life where I've spent any time, forget about talking about Drew Lock, thinking about Drew Lock in June or July. It's not happening. I don't care if he thinks we should be talking about it. I'm not talking about Drew Lock.
No.
I'm not doing it.
No. Daniel Jones and Drew Lock's families are dreading the day they retire from football and they have to go to Thanksgiving again. And I stand by that.
Okay.
You have Drew Lock missing a lot of Thanksgivings. though.
Yeah, they're just focused on football. They're not going to the big Thanksgivings.
Right, but when is Drew Lock's team ever featured on Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm just saying
Right.
he's supposed to be focusing on things. He's not at the Thanksgiving.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I?
I don't know. Number 2,
Oh, thank God.
the Raiders QB situation. Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew.
Oh, Minshew.
Minshew's got to be the starter. He's got to be the starter there. It's got to be.
It's Gardner Minshew. Dude was a Pro Bowler last year.
Next week, I'm coming up with a better top 5.
This isn't a top 5.
That
This is
people
top
are,
five things
this
we're
is
not
fine.
talking about.
Terrible. Why would I be
5
talking about this?
5 stories. NFL.com's Eric at home thinks we need to have more light on.
Drew Lock's playing on Thanksgiving this year.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
So good. Thank God.
And number 1, you already hinted on it.
Wait, we're not done discussing Aiden O'Connell.
Oh, yeah, you need it. And Gardner Minshew. What's Jared Stidham up to?
What is he up to?
I don't know. Isn't he?
He's got to be a backup in New England, no? Tim or
That's
Hoyer.
that's where they all end up.
Tim or Hoyer.
That's on the Broncos, isn't he? He's part of the QB room for the Broncos.
Stidham, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Stidham?
Yeah, it's Stidham, Bo Nix, and your boy.
Zach.
Wilson.
Bad hair. Aiden O'Connell. What are we supposed to discuss? Who should start?
Gardner Minshew.
Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
That put Aiden O'Connell in a bad spot. You sign Gardner Minshew. It's basically like
Listen, Aiden O'Connell's just lucky to be in the league. Okay? I don't want to hear.
just collect the checks and be done. We saw him at the Super Bowl. He was walking around, big guy. He was there. He was there with somebody.
I don't even remember.
He was there-
He was there.
He was there the first day. I just don't remember who.
With all the other guys who didn't make the Super Bowl.
He was there. He was there. I think for the Charmin house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He was
right.
handing out toilet paper.
Who was he with?
I don't know. A receiver, I
That
think.
Charmin house was great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Super Bowl week is all about.
Number one
Yeah.
is Tua the next $50 million QB.
That's all we're talking about.
I know.
I just talked about
I
it.
don't get why he would put that. Should I give you one of the stories people are talking about too much?
Sure.
He's not, though. I mean,
Number one, the Falcons QB situation.
People are talking about that too much.
There is no situation. It's
I haven't heard a single
was that?
person talking about it.
When was this written?
I don't know. Number one, Falcons QB situation.
I mean, I just had a 30-minute conversation with Steak Shapiro, who is a legendary host in Atlanta, and he didn't mention it once.
Were you a guest?
No, we were just talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's actually interesting. The Bills' offseason of unloading vets.
That's talking about too much? Or
Too
not?
much.
Really?
Another thing I haven't really heard a lot about.
Who's Eric talking to?
I don't know.
What are the other ones on there?
Did you mix up the lists?
yeah,
No,
I'm
I did not.
confused here.
The Chargers wide receiver panic.
They got rid of Keenan Allen.
Got rid of all of them. Mike Williams, too.
Panic.
Mike Williams.
But who's panicked?
Who's talking about this?
I'm
Who's the
sure-
panic?
I'm
Who's
sure-
talking too much about this?
Yeah.
I'm sure Adam Schefter's son knows everything that's going on. No, not Adam Schefter's son. His brother is very locked into this. Remember, he said a brother that was a Chargers fan, and we didn't know why.
Yes.
Who else is on this?
Yes.
Good callback.
Yeah, thank you, Mikey. And the number 5, you'll like this one. Texans as Super Bowl contenders.
Yes. I mean,
A little early.
I don't know.
well, it's not. I mean, they should be.
Too many people are talking about
Right.
that.
I just don't. Right.
Some people, maybe.
That one's under the
Around the water cooler.
Too many, though. I don't know.
Too many people?
I guess we should know where Eric lives because, like, then
Let's have
maybe
Eric
some of
on the
these-
show.
Oh, no.
I could probably get him.
I don't know. Do we want him, though?
No, I mean, Eric seems like a nice guy. I mean, he's just trying to do his job. He's
The
trying to
guy's
come up with
gonna-
content.
Yeah,
He gave
in
us
June,
content.
That's
In
fine.
June.
But we're going to talk to Eric, and he's going to be like, let's talk about the kickoff rules. It's like, no, thank you, Eric.
No, I
Not
mean, but
interested.
I want to show him how to do one of these lists. That's all.
Oh, do you? I'm sure that's going to go well. I'm sure Eric really wants you to teach him how to do his job. It's going to be great.
Just want to help a guy out.
Yeah. What would you tell him? What stories would you put? What's your
I
list?
have to think about it.
Just think of one list, one story that's being talked about too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Too much. The kickoff rule.
He just said it's not being talked about.
Well, I don't care what he says. I say what I say. It's my list.
It's my list. I do. Oh my
We're off
God.
his list. This is my list now. Because we shouldn't spend a second talking about the kickoff rules. Not a second.
Until Justin Fields is returning kicks.
1 second is too many seconds.
If Justin Fields starts returning
Then
kicks,
we could talk
I'm
about
talking
it.
about it.
But we're not even really talking about the rule. We're just talking about Justin
Well,
Fields.
if he should be doing it.
Yeah.
That's intriguing to me. Fields returning kicks and playing running back and wide receiver. It is. He's a great athlete.
I don't think he'd be a good running back. We talked about this.
That's all he did was run.
I know, but it's different. Like I said, broken play compared
I know.
to.
I have some news for you guys.
Breaking?
Might make Eric feel better. Anthony Richardson will be a full go at training camp, according
wow.
to Chris Ballard.
So
Oh.
we're talking about it.
But we don't even have to talk about it anymore. We shouldn't be worried about it. He's a full go. He's good. It would appear.
Might get upgraded to the list of talking
Things
about
too many
much.
people are talking about.
exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? He
Might
can
get upgraded.
transfer over.
Yeah, exactly.
But he needs to stop running.
Yeah.
Is there
That's
like
what
a,
we should be talking about.
is there a list of stories that are being talked about just enough?
No, there's no list that says stories that are being talked about just the right amount. Yeah, no,
Darn.
I know. That's his next column.
Yeah. Like a good darn. Big darn guy.
They're being talked about just enough.
Right amount of
Just
being
the right
talked
amount.
about. Yeah.
The proper amount.
Who's the
Back to the
commissioner?
Bears.
I'm sure. Like, here's a very easy one that you put on the list, Stugotz. Things that are being talked about too much in the NFL.
Right.
Travis Kelce, too much.
Too much.
Easy to put on the list.
Yeah, not for football, but
But he didn't want to talk about that? Or he thinks it's being talked about just enough?
Yes. If it's not on the list, we're talking about
that's
it
true.
just
If it's
enough.
not on the list at the right amount of time.
I said that him showing up at Taylor's show, very look at me, Louis.
Did you see the video?
Everybody yelled
of
at me, though.
Jason Kelce. So Jason went with him
To that show?
to the
London
show. And then Jason was just walking around outside the stadium before the show and ran into someone wearing a Jason Kelce jersey. Like he ran into a kid wearing a Jason Kelce jersey, took a picture with him. I think he signed something
So
for him.
cool.
It kind of is.
It really is.
Yeah.
The kid had one of those like mouth gaping moments. He was like really shocked.
Yeah.
It was a cool moment for him.
And also no one else knew who Jason Kelce was because
Which is why
it
he
was
probably
a Taylor Swift concert.
and he
in
probably
England.
loved it because
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm certain
Yeah,
he loves
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Travis wants everyone to know.
he can't. Okay, for the show,
And I'm okay with that. I'm not, blaming Travis for wanting that, but he clearly wants
But he
that, and
can't-
Jason does not.
he came out in the tuxedo. He did a whole little dance number.
I was
picked
told he
her
was
up.
good.
Yeah, he might have been, but let your girl do her thing. You go sit in the stands.
Wasn't he dancing with Tom Cruise at one of the concerts?
Yeah. he
Yes,
was
in the
prowling
VIP
around
box.
with
Yeah, with a
Tom
bunch of
Cruise.
celebrities.
So Tom Cruise missed his daughter's graduation to go to a Taylor Swift concert.
I did see that too, yes.
I mean, are you kidding me?
weird priorities.
You should be taking your daughter to Taylor Swift for her high school graduation.
How do you think that conversation went?
I'm sure he invited her.
I don't know.
He invited her. She had something else to do.
And she said, no, Dad, I don't want to go to Taylor
No,
Swift.
you
No, I
go
got
dance.
graduation.
You go dance with Travis Kelce. I'm fine. Don't worry.
It's a terrible job by Cruise.
See Prince William dancing at the concerts?
Good dancer?
He
I
was
cannot
shaking
imagine
it
he-
off.
You know that he was not.
Yeah, he's.
What do you mean he's shaking it
no.
off like he has to dance at his wedding?
No, he's English. I'll give
No,
him
he was
just a
dancing
joke.
to shake it off,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
he was giving it his all.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but he was into it.
Yeah.
Huh. Mm-hmm. So not a good dancer.
No.
A for effort.
A for effort.
Yeah.
A for enthusiasm.
Sure.
D minus in execution.
All right. We have a Fuentes top 5, and we will finally get to I wouldn't be surprised if, and we determine Billy's story of the month.
Wow.
Next.
So we have a lot of things we have to do before we get out of the
Yes.
show today.
Yep.
We have to give my story of the month.
Yep.
Can we just do that? We can kind of just check that off the list.
Real
Let's go in
quick,
order.
Story of the month?
Yeah, you
Right
three
now, we're
vote.
doing it right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
Les Miles.
Yeah, Les Miles.
It's Les Miles.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think that one was even close.
All right, check that off the
right.
list.
The reigning champion.
So
Les Miles.
congratulations
Yeah.
to Les Miles' story.
Yes.
You have
Right.
now won. I don't really have a prize to send you because who do I send it to? Les Miles. But I'm going to send him 3 wins. I can't do that.
No, it's not the Hall of Fame, but listen, you are the winner of Billy's story of
Correct.
the month.
Take the wins when you can.
Yes,
Exactly right.
right.
Take this win, and I think now you only need one. If you want, I can write a letter to the Hall of Fame on your behalf saying I give you a win this week, so you're only one short.
Okay.
Les Miles.
You're not going to do that.
Well, look, I promise you this, okay? And I know what you're thinking, Mikey Wolf. I promise you this, Les Miles. If you reach out to me asking for me to write a letter to the Hall of Fame on your behalf, counting this win as a win towards your record, I will do so.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Spags.
balls in your court, Les.
Spags. I'd like to get Les Miles on the show, and I want Les Miles to feel our support for him.
Sure.
Can we do that? I'm going to try to get Les Miles next week.
Okay.
All right?
He probably won't be able to say anything if he's suing someone.
I just want him to he doesn't have to say a word.
It's weird. What are you
It
going to
would be a weird interview, but I
Yeah.
just want him to hear and feel our support for Les Miles. That's all.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if he passes on that.
I do think the
Ooh, yeah,
story
we
of
have
the
that
month
game.
winner, we should bring him on to present him with something, you know?
Okay, well, I wouldn't be surprised if, which we haven't even explained how the game works.
Oh, yeah.
How does that game work?
So you take something from the NFL
Yeah.
that, is unlikely to happen this year,
Unlikely.
and you say, I wouldn't be surprised if. You want an example?
Yes.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl. How about that? That's how you play the game.
And now we all have to say one?
Yep.
But you didn't tell us this before, so none of us prepared for this
so
game.
none of us thought of anything.
I've been
yeah.
teasing it since the first segment.
But you didn't tell us what the game was,
you
and
didn't
you didn't
tell us
say
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
we didn't say we were doing it. You
Well,
just
I'll
said
tell
you
you
had
what.
a game.
You can make the game whatever you want to make the game. I'm choosing the NFL, okay? You can be surprised about anything. Go ahead. Or you not be surprised.
I
Whatever
feel
you
like
want to
we've
do.
played this before.
Well, probably, June, July. I mean,
I think I did this game, like one of the first episodes.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe not.
So your surprise was?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Wouldn't be surprised. Good team, good defense. Caleb Williams, they're usually not wrong on that guy. Like when they take, except for Trevor Lawrence.
Just football or anywhere?
But when the NFL says this guy's going to be great, that guy's usually great. Number 1 overall pick, quarterback, usually great. Peyton Manning, great. Troy Aikman, great. John Elway, great. Caleb Williams, if he's great, they got a chance of winning the Super Bowl. That's all.
I feel like that's a weird trend we have with quarterbacks now, though. You got to be great the first year. They usually don't go like that. Peyton Manning's first year was terrible.
Oh, awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brady didn't start until, his second or third year, I want to say?
He started
When Bledsoe got hurt.
He started when Bledsoe got hurt his second season?
I'm not even sure. Yeah.
Second season.
But now, if you're not C.J. Stroud, bust. You're out. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're Bryce Young, you have that's it.
Yeah, Bryce Young's already
career's
bust.
over.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
That's weird.
That's why big Bryce Young guy this year. Yeah,
Bounce back?
Yeah, I want to see him do good.
Why?
Because it's like you're on the worst team ever, and then everybody, because
You just want to watch that Carolina game.
I was going to say, good enough that you're going to miss the holiday touchdown or whatever it's called.
to skip the touchdown.
Yeah. Anyone else have one?
What?
I have another one, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dak Prescott is the Dolphins quarterback next year.
Wow. You kind of already got to that earlier.
Well, I'm going 2 seasons ahead now
Okay.
because I already checked off this season.
All right.
This season, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in on that.
Dak's going to be the quarterback here.
Well, you guys said that like a segment ago
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
when we played the other game with
I know.
Tua.
Well,
But
you
I
have
didn't
one?
say I was in on it. Now I'm in
Yeah.
on it.
Do you have
Okay.
one?
I wouldn't be surprised if Mikey spent his free time running with one of those loops that you hit with a stick and chases it.
I like your game.
Yeah.
In the past, sure.
Yeah.
Now I don't do much running.
Well, it was just based on your new look that you have going
I
this
wouldn't be
week.
surprised if Mikey runs.
To be honest with you, it's just based on your new look that you have going this
Well,
week.
you wouldn't.
I would be surprised,
Yeah.
yes.
How about
A
this?
new game. I would be surprised if.
I wouldn't be. How about this? How about this? I have another one.
Yeah.
If I was a single man,
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if I went to the same bar years apart and ran into the same person.
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Get their number.
Local neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to put in the number, you
It's
realize I already have this number, then you have a weird encounter.
That would
I'm
be
not-
insane.
I'm not surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised
It's
if
a
that
weird thing to
happened.
happen.
Especially because you're married, Billy. That'd be really weird.
Yeah.
Well, no, in this scenario, it was,
He's not married.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen.
It'd be
Correct.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Feel sorry for whoever that happens to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
I do too.
Yeah.
Really awkward.
How'd you get out of that?
Yep.
It's awkward.
Especially in the digital media age. You can just follow people on Instagram.
Oh, my
They know
gosh.
your
How do
whole
you
life.
get out of that?
What if you tell someone and then they blurt it out?
Yeah.
Tell that story. That'd be annoying.
Pretend it's new, but it's not.
Exactly right.
Loose lips sink ships. Yeah,
Jeez.
happens.
Anyway,
Man,
would
I
do
hope that
that?
guy's doing okay.
Anyone else? I wouldn't be surprised if. Or we can move on to Travis Kelsey's box.
Yeah, Travis
At the
Kelce's
Taylor
box.
Swift concert.
Let me tell you, his box star studded included Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, and Greta Gerwig, the director of Barbie. And then the next night he went back, obviously because his girlfriend's performing, and in his box, Sir Paul McCartney and Bon Jovi.
Whoa, whoa,
did you
whoa,
see
whoa,
him
whoa.
dancing? Did you see Paul McCartney dancing
No.
with Swifties?
Was he good?
I mean, it was like,
Paul
how old is he?
McCartney.
Like 80 years old? He was having fun.
Living his life.
That's the thing about dancing, right? If you're having fun, who cares?
cares, yeah.
The key to dancing is just not caring.
Exactly
You
right.
know you look like a fool. Just go out there and dance. Like, it doesn't matter. Wait, who was the box the first night?
The first night included Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, Tom Cruise, and Greta Gerwig, who's the director of Barbie.
Okay. And then next night?
The next night, well, one of the nights, the 3 nights there, Sir Paul McCartney and John Bon Jovi.
If you could only be in one of those boxes,
I think I'm taking the Bon Jovi box.
Really?
a box for your life.
Well, no, Tom Cruise in the
Box
other
for
one,
life.
so yeah.
Are you a Tom Cruise guy?
Spirit of life.
I'm going Cruise.
Tom Cruise might be one of the great or the greatest actor of all time. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
Right.
I also am a Mila Kunis
High
fan.
praise.
Mila Kunis was on our show once. 20 minutes. I'm sizing this up from 20 minutes. One of the coolest guests we've ever had on.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
She seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not know Ukrainian immigrant to the United States.
Paul McCartney's 82.
Huh.
If I'm 82 and dancing, if I'm 82, Really,
Congrats.
if we're gonna just stop,
Forget the
sentence
dancing?
there. Yeah, if I make it to 82, win. And I'll
Big
donate
win.
that. I'll donate that win to Les Miles, and I'll
Ah,
put
2
I'll put
wins.
that in the Hall of
That's
Fame
2.
letter, and he's
That's
good.
2.
We're good,
600.
Les. I got you.
Tell Les that next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Can he wait 35 years though? Well, 45 years.
Les is 70, so odds are against him.
Be tough.
He could be a coach in that league.
Oh, that's right. The Sean Alexander League.
2,000 yards against other 50-year-olds.